Welcome to the market update. I was driving on the main street here in Chatfield and I saw a new sign. Where are we at and who am I here with?
Okay, we're at the Bookaneer, or at Bookaneer, not the Bookaneer, but Bookaneer. And I'm Ryan Dreier.
Ryan, I come in here and I get this like eclectic, back in time, like all the cool history that sits within a bookstore such as this. What kind of drew you to books and what do you like about the book scene?
Well, I mean, it's kind of an apocryphal tale, but my grandmother used to say that when I was a baby, like she kind of like had me in front of like a pile of toys and a pile of books, and I went towards the paper. And this is 53 years ago almost, and here I am now.
You're still going towards the paper.
I'm still going towards the paper.
Yeah.
I've always liked paper. As a high school kid, I was a comic book guy, and then it just gravitated more towards books, paper, magazines, ephemera, that sort of thing. And then my wife and I really like other vintage items, so that we've kind of incorporated that here into the store.
Very neat. So then as you got drawn more and more into books and you thought about, I'm sure you're imagining having a bookstore.
Sure.
At what point did you and your wife say, we're gonna open one?
Yeah, well, we've talked about it for a while, and I've been selling online for a number of years. And we tossed around all kinds of different options. And then, like I said, she drove through town here, and like it was the right place that opened up at the right time. It's at a, it's a nice little town with traffic going through it, going down to Harmony and Decorah and Lanesboro, back and forth. So, yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are.
And the building itself, I mean, it has charm with the brick and the tin ceilings and all that, and then putting a bookstore in it. For those that come in, how would you describe your bookstore? What might they find as they walk through?
Okay, so it's, I think, you said it right. It's an eclectic mix of vintage and used books, some collectible books, and we're starting to bring in some new books, like right there. Like if you like paper, you like learning a little bit about history in the past, there's a little bit of everything in here for everyone.
And going into the holiday season, I imagine families are looking for gifts for kids. Like what books would you kind of draw them towards, and what would they end up buying?
Every kid's different, but like a lot of the kids that like, in that sort of like Harry Potter, middle age or middle school sort of readers. I've got a bunch that parents can remember that they are nostalgic about, such as your Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Tom Swift, Little House. A lot of people can share that with their kids and kind of have that nostalgic memory. Same thing with like your Narnia. Winning the Willows, or not Winning the Willows, but now the name's escaping me. But Winning the Willows is another good one as well.
Yeah. And for those that might be sitting on a book collection and they don't even know it's a collection, are you willing to look at those, and kind of how does that work?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We so right now, as we're sitting here, I would like an appointment typically, but if you have like a bag, like a grocery bag or a box, I'm willing to just take a look at it on the spot.
Great. And then I noticed you have partnered with another small business owner.
Yes.
So share about what that is in this wonderful space.
So Oscar Quella has a vintage business, mostly online, but he has a lot of vintage clothes in the back. So vintage clothes, and he goes by Bad Back Vintage.
Okay.
Vintage clothes, vintage VHS. A lot of people are very nostalgic for VHS.
Yeah. It's coming back.
It's coming back.
So your VHS collection, don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep on it. He's got vintage toys, knickknacks.
I saw some lunch boxes back there. Pennants, hats. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So just a really good combination of, the history of what books present, the nostalgic books that you have, and even like you said, going into the new books and then what he's carrying as well.
Exactly.
So for those that are interested in stopping in here in Chatfield, what are you looking at for hours? How can they find out more?
Okay, so you can take a look at my Instagram, which is RM Dreier Bookaneer, or at RM Dreier Bookaneer. We're Bookaneer on Facebook. We'll probably get you the most up-to-date information. I also have a website, which is rmdbookaneer.com. And all our open hours will be updated on there. Right now we're looking at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 to 8 Thursday, Friday, 10 to 7 on Saturdays, and noon to 6 on Sundays.
Wonderful. And for those that are familiar with Chatfield, just kitty corner, you got the Mexican restaurant, Chinese restaurant on the same block.
Yep.
Nice free parking right out front.
Yep, right out front on the main drag.
Yeah. Congratulations on your new bookshop here with you and
you.
your wife. It looks great in here.
This right here is a Farmer's Almanac from 1812. You just go ahead and feel that. The paper.
I'm nervous to feel
Sure.
it.
Actually, you know, the funny thing, it's rag paper. So like back then, most of the paper was made out of old rags, basically.
All right.
So it's a lot more supple than, say, something from like the 50s or 40s where there's a high acid content where it's mostly wood pulp.
Yep.
So it would almost crumble but this is pretty supple, and it's got kind of I think in there, I don't know exactly what page, but they have a cure for rabies, I think. And it has something to do with like a jawbone of a dog or.
Yes, makes sense.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Dr. Crew's cure for the bite of a mad dog. The following is an account and prescription of the remedy and cure for the hydrophobia or canine madness. And then it's like, take 1 ounce of the jawbone of a dog, burned and pulverized, or pounded to a fine dust. This is some Shriner items. So that's a fez from a Shriner, and this is something I got from an estate. And then I believe that baton's from going to different Shriner conventions.
Oh, yeah.
And then right behind it in that envelope is the apron, like their kind of ceremonial apron. Yeah. The publisher of the Mankato Free Press back in, let's see, 1923. It's a June motor jaunt, and it basically details his trip. This is back when automobiles were pretty uncommon, you know, and you'd have to be somebody that's a publisher of a newspaper probably to afford one. And he just goes through and
oh, no way.
Details his trip, I think, to Niagara Falls, up into Canada, and back to Mankato. And I think if we look in here, we should be able to find, I think they have a spot where they get into Rochester.